Okay, let's join our hands to the prayer mudra. Start to take some long, deep breathing. Very gentle exhalation. In the next exhalation, we'll chant the mantra. Inhale. Om Namami Dhanvantarim Adidevam Surasure Bandita Pada Padmam Loke Jararuk Bhai Mritunasham Dhataramisham Vividhoshidhinam. Gently place your both the hands on your face. Now, looking at your palm, you can gently open your eyes. हरिओम सभी को. अच्छा,
हरिओम.
So पहले हम कुछ 5-10 minutes, not 10 minutes, it will be too much, but we'll have some questions coming in. I have been keep asking everybody, is there any problem with receiving the videos? I have given access to everyone. Okay, is my video and voice is clear? Is there any problem with any? Is it
No.
any problem? No.
No problem, sir. No problem.
Okay,
It's clear.
okay. So I have already said that I've already given access to everyone. Okay, so you don't need to keep asking me for each day separately. Okay, it will be in all the recordings, will be in one folder. So I'm mentioning this again and again. Okay, so you don't ask me for the recording again and again. अगर किसी का pending है तो आज आप share कर दीजिए group में कि I'm not getting the access till now, please give me the access. Okay, if you have got access for one video, that means you will get access for all of them. Is it correct? So there will be, you will get all the videos in the same folder. So there is no asking me again and again. Yes. Is there any problem from anybody about receiving the?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Else, please. लेकिन हर दिन आप देखो ग्रुप में भी लोग पूछते रहते हैं कि सर एक्सेस दीजिए. What's wrong? Why it is happening again?
सर,
हाँ बताइए.
मैं ना आपका वीडियोस अभी तक एक्सेस क्यों नहीं कर पाया? I have not touched it. I have not opened it or tried it because I cannot do it. I have damaged eyes. So all I do is just listen to you. I can't even see the points what you're showing. I don't want to disturb anybody. But once I can use only a mobile right now. I told you about my retinopathy problem, right?
Yes.
So my son is coming back only on Friday. So once he comes back, then he will access to the videos so that I can see it on a laptop or on a bigger screen. So I'm just asking you time till then. I have not touched or opened any of your videos because I don't know.
No problem. We'll discuss about this. ठीक है.
Thank you.
अभी जो next thing है, देखिए आप लोग ऐसे questions ही आप पूछिए, which is for everyone. Okay, from the question which everybody can learn. Am I clear on this? Ki, sir, I have a particular problem. I need a solution for this. This is not going to happen. I cannot give individual solutions to each of you. It is impossible. Okay, you can see that I have more than 200 students now in the Marma batches, and they're not asking the questions in the class. So they will keep texting me or messaging me on a personal basis, asking me individual solutions. Is it possible? It is not possible. Okay, so all this problem we will individually हम case studies करेंगे आखिर में. तो आप जैसे आपने अभी तक सीखा भी नहीं है बहुत कुछ, तब we just at the basic. तो आप बिना ABCD सीखे आप बोल रहे हो कि अगर we have to learn the grammar and we want to read a novel, it is not possible, right? तो आप पहले क्या करना है कि जैसे मैंने बताया कि एक एक पॉइंट का एप्लीकेशन आप लोग करना शुरू करो दूसरों के ऊपर. Start applying these points until and unless you have confidence. You cannot And I can tell, take classes for 1 year and you will not have any confidence to do it. I said in the beginning that every single point is so powerful that it can heal the whole body. I told you about the Adhipati Marma, which is one point for the whole body. So you forget about everything, just stimulate one point every day and see what the magic it can bring to you. The Tilartha Kalam, the Marma point to stimulate all the 10 bayus, means it will help with almost all the problems of your body. Okay, this is how we learn that when we start acupuncture or the Marma, we learn points which are the applications are very high. Okay, in acupuncture they keep talking about this Li4. There's a point here. It is very good for almost a whole body. So that is where we learn the first कि आप forget about others. आपका shoulder pain है, stomach problem है, ये problem है, वो problem है, doesn't matter. Just apply needle on the Li4 and it will start working. I've given an example. Okay, so that faith you have to bring in. You don't need any other thing. Maybe it will give you result in time. Okay, maybe 7 days, 8 days, 10 days, but it will give results. Okay, so this is the way we approach in a healing class or anything technical like this, especially with the healing classes. तो आपको इंडिविजुअल सॉल्यूशंस आपको नहीं मिलेगा इस मोमेंट पे. आप सिर्फ जो सिखाया गया है उस पे फोकस करो और उस चीज को एब्जॉर्ब करो कि कितना उसका जो पावर है, दैट पावर यू हैव टू एब्जॉर्ब एज मच यू कैन. Okay. So also the next question which I received, somebody told me that I think Himanji said ki I am not very happy with learning the Siddha system. I want to learn the Sanskrit or Ayurvedic system. So and I don't know what to even answer. First of all, like I have said in the very beginning itself, that it is based on the Siddha system. I have given you like the recorded classes, and the whole two systems are completely different. Okay, what is we are sharing with you, it is coming from a Guru Shishya parampara. तो आपको जो हम जानते हैं उसी पे मतलब there are हजारों चीजें ऐसे हैं, there are thousands of things like this. We can give you only which we know probably, or if you think it is only because the names are tough, that's why we don't want to learn the Siddha system. I think this is little I don't know, like or maybe you don't know, like the language. So I don't think it's a very good way to approach any healing system or any other modalities or any new learning system you want to do. Okay, so I see there is some bias in this question, extremely biased mind. Okay, तो ये bias आपके मन में नहीं होना चाहिए. All the language, all the systems are equally beautiful. When I started learning about auricular acupuncture, I was very very curious, and not curious but skeptical about how putting points on my ear can treat my body. And when I learned, it made me feel like wonder ki how putting 5 points on my ear can treat the pain from my whole body, just putting 5 points. So our body is very magical. Okay, our body is very, very magical. So you have to have that faith in your mind that anything and everything can be treated first. And we have to come out of this idea because there is something difficult, so it may not be good for us. Okay, so yes, any other questions like this? अब ये सारे पॉइंट्स आप समझ गए सभी? तो आप लोग रिकॉर्डिंग्स के बारे में नहीं पूछोगे. अगर पूछना है किसी को, आज इसको खत्म कीजिए बार बार प्लीज. इसको डोंट ओवर स्ट्रेच मोर. It will come in the same folder and it will be there, and you don't need to ask that सर नहीं हुआ आज, तो क्लासेस मैंने अटेंड नहीं किया तो मुझे अभी दे दो. नहीं, मेरे पास जब टाइम होगा then I can do it. Okay, so I'll do it accordingly because it's a huge folder and it needs time to upload. So sometimes in the night or in the morning the internet connection is not very high, so it takes time. So even if I upload, it breaks down. So in the daytime it might be possible for me. So you have to have that patience. Okay, then we do not entertain individual questions. The individual solutions can be given or discussed at the last stage during the case studies. तो आपको हर किसी को दो दो तीन तीन केस स्टडी बनाना है कि ये प्रॉब्लम था और उनको मैंने ये 10 points or 15 points के साथ healing दिया, and this is the what the result which I got. So like this, everybody, if you can create 3 to 4 or even 5 case studies, it will be a wonderful thing which by the end of the class. See, there are 40 people, 50 people. If everybody does like this, so see how many number of protocols we can create by everyone. Okay, and everything I'm teaching, say now we have learned all the points of our face, okay, and the head. So you can just with these points you can create a uh, create a system for facial beauty or neurological problems. So you can be a master of say all the neurological problems, okay, or the facial beauty, two separate entities. But you just need key I do only facial marma, and only through the facial marma I can heal almost all problems of your body. You are done. This is a separate system you're creating, and you can create a separate way of earning as well as promoting the marma as well. I want to create a system for all the neurological problems. So you become a master of all the neurological problems, and you just need the points of your head. You are done, right? So now you can be say the master of all the problems on your leg. कुछ भी pain है पैरों में, आज देखोगे ना, I'm so surprised in my hometown when I came back. Not a single woman do not have pain on the leg. मतलब कोई ऐसा नहीं है जिसके पैरों में पेन नहीं है, including my mom. Everybody is suffering. So you say, add yourself in the social media or that I'm a master of healing the leg pain, and you can create a wonder. आप लाइन लग जाएगा कि जस्ट कि अरे पैरों में पेन है तो इनके पास ही जाना है हमें, ठीक है? तो इस तरह से आप अपने लिए चीजों को सेपरेट कर सकते हो. तीसरा चीज ये है कि until and unless you become मतलब सेल्फ हीलर, मतलब if you are not healed, how can you heal others? You have to be the master. Like you cannot have even a 5% doubt that if there is a problem in me and I am not able to control that for some reason. Okay, I have problems too, like and I can be very open about it, but still I do not never had that doubt in my mind that I will fail in controlling this. ठीक है, जो भी प्रॉब्लम है आपको पहले अपने आप को हील करना है किसी भी तरह से, ठीक है? Yes, so many discussions. Still, anybody have any questions? Please feel free to share so that हम आगे बढ़े क्लास के लिए. Already 15 minutes over. Anyone, please. आप मेरे फेस को मत देखिए, just just feel free to share. अब डरिए मत, मैं किसी को डांटने वाला नहीं हूँ ऐसे.
जो आपने वो बिटवीन द रिस्ट एंड द एल्बो एक मिडिल पॉइंट जो बताया था,
हाँ जी,
एंड देन टर्न द हैंड, एंड तो वो थोड़ा सा मुझे
हाँ ठीक है
ठीक से या
क्या मालूम सर. I know, and we haven't seen the video, right? So if we want to check
which
it,
video?
Yesterday's video. That's what
It is already uploaded.
Oh, it's done, is it? Okay,
It's
sir.
already uploaded.
All
So
right, all right.
even
Yeah.
after uploading, people are asking. That's why I thought I have to remind.
Okay.
It is uploaded long back.
All right, great, thank you.
So theta marma का location हमने बताया था कि this is theta marma exactly on the middle of the lower forearm. Okay, so also we have discussed that though theoretically the length of the lower forearm is 16 fingers, but it is not same for everyone. So what exactly we have to do? Instead of measuring with fingers, we have to find exactly the middle point. And in the radial side means there are two bones. This is radius, this is ulna. Okay, radius ulna. So this side, which we say the radius bone, तो इस side में on the back side, we have the theta marma, and it is very easy to find. So this is my lower forearm. Let's come to the center. So here on this area we have the now this is my radial side. ठीक है, तो हमने पहले हाथ को ऐसे रखा, ठीक है, fist turning towards my side. Then I will place my thumb over it. ठीक है, हाथ को हमने ऐसे पकड़ लिया. We just hold it like this and then turn my wrist. When I turn my wrist, so this radius bone, the radius, it will turn. So the point will automatically move towards the front because it is on the skin. Okay, so along with the bone, the skin completely moves in. Okay, now see, this is here on the 8th finger, but we are not pressing from the back side. We have to hold it from the front side only. Hold, press. When you move the wrist, the thumb is directly coming over it. But if we move it, see, the point is gone. If we move in, the point is coming inward. Everybody can feel it, or anybody have still confusion on this? I think it's very easy. Still check it again and let me know.
And what is the application of this point?
Theta marma is applied for all the pain on the lower arm, especially the elbow pain. When we add it along with the kurpur marma, which is on my elbow line, so it cures all the pain in the lower forearm, including the elbow. And also, my teacher used to say that this is very helpful if you want to improve the skin color of this area, because सभी का जो स्पेशली द मेल्स, उनका जो कलर है यहाँ पे वो बहुत जल्दी बर्न हो जाता है. तो आप इस मरमा को प्रेस करोगे तो ये हाथों का जो कलर है वो आपका इंप्रूव हो सकता है.
Sir, and the activation is by pressing.
Pressing.
Thank you.
Now we have a point. So again we'll measure. So this is the 8th finger level. So this is the 4th finger. Okay. Below, after the 4th finger, this is point number 1 and this is point number 2, exactly on the midline. So this 2 point is called Indra Basti. Now, can anybody tell me what is the meaning of Basti according to Ayurveda? Basti. What is the meaning of Basti?
Is it
It's
settlement?
Oil treatment.
Bladder. Yes, perfect. Basti means bladder. तो ये दोनों जो पॉइंट है आपका यूरिनरी ब्लैडर का हर प्रॉब्लम को ठीक कर सकता है, इंक्लूडिंग द यूटीआई और द इन्फेक्शन ऑन द यूरिनरी ब्लैडर. ठीक है, तो ब्लैडर इश्यूज, यूटीआई, very very helpful. Indra Basti 1 and 2. 1, 2. I'll show the stimulation method later on. Now above, now we'll go above the elbow line, and if we measure 4 fingers now, 1, 2, 3 and 4, under the 4th finger we have a point. Here Then we have 1. Again, we have to measure 8th finger. Just a minute. Okay. So this 2 point are called Ani and Urvi. So this is under the 4th finger. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So these 2 points are called Ani and Urvi. Now, Ani is responsible to treat your lungs. Okay. And Urvi is responsible to treat all female hormonal issues. ठीक है, तो उर्वी से याद रखो कि आप उर्वी is a female name. So this helps to treat all kind of female hormone disorders. Now, the same 2 points are exactly Ani and Urvi is also on the foot, behind the knee, and Indrabasti. So these 4 points are also available behind the legs as well, which we'll learn later on. Now, okay. How many of you follow cricket? How many of you follow cricket? Who likes Shikhar Dhawan? How many of you like Shikhar Dhawan? Okay. Have you seen him doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this point, when we tap here, and who used to do this? All the wrestlers of the in the ancient days. Okay. So this 2 point when we stimulate together. Okay. So this is very good for removes fear. Give instant energy. Okay. Removes the feeling of dizziness. Uplift anxiety. Uplifts means it helps to come out of anxiety. Okay. So we can.
So stimulating these 2 points, sir, Ani
Yes,
and
yes.
Urvi. Okay.
Yes. So this is again a very common thing which is we can see. आपको किसी ने जैसे आप you are working and your boss suddenly starts shouting, it can happen. Okay, you may feel like a little anxiety, or maybe some of your patient is coming to you and making unnecessary, things in front of you. That could also lead to you, or even the patients are suffering with this. I have seen many children's who are studying these days, and they have this anxiety issues a lot. And I have seen they're like sweating. Okay, this is so much that they started sweating and what should I do? What should I do? And they're like go mad. Okay, तो आप उनको ये चीज आपको सिखाना है कि कुछ भी हो जाए ये चीज आप करते रहो. Okay. If you are doing yoga classes, please apply this on before the yoga classes as well. Okay. This is going to be very helpful. Even the marma, which is on the inner line of your thighs. Okay. The inner line of your thighs, which is called ulthadai marma, there we stimulate on the thighs. Okay. We'll learn it about later. But this 4-point combination is very, very helpful in doing all this, achieving these results. Okay. Ani and Urvi. let's move to the next point, which is, so this is our axilla level. Okay. So on the level of axilla here, so this is the level of your axilla. Let me bring in the blue color. Here in the middle of your hand. Okay. So from the bicep, if you go little upwards, you have to keep your hands like this, not by turning inwards. So keep your hands straight, level of axilla, and it is just above the bicep. Okay, जहां bicep आपको खत्म हो रहा है, उसी point पे, where the bicep is almost ending. So this point, okay, this point is called chabbu marma. Chabbu marma. तो ये जो point है, this helps to increase O2, increase oxygen in the body. तो ये जो पॉइंट है कोविड पेशेंट्स में काफी ज्यादा यूज किया गया था टू राइज द लेवल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन इन द बॉडी. ठीक है, किसी भी कारण से अगर ऑक्सीजन का कमी हो रही है तो दिस इज not only increase the level of your oxygen, but also, yes, obviously works on your lung issues, any kind of lung issues. This is a mandatory point to be included in your protocol. Chabu marma. ठीक है. Then the marma point on the axilla itself. From the front side and also from the back side. ठीक है, ये जो लेवल है एक्सिला का, इसी पे अगर दोनों हाथों से थंब एंड इंडेक्स फिंगर से हम इसको प्रेस करें, so this point become a marma point, which is called kaksha marma. KAKSHA, kaksha marma. ठीक है. Now kaksha marma, इसका इस्तेमाल जो है आपका हेडेक में, इट इज वेरी गुड फॉर हेडेक. And if we press on the back side, so यहाँ पे this is a very the back side point is more interesting, because what used to happen that in earlier days, if somebody used to if the poison, if there is a snake bite or any form of poison which is coming inside the body, bleeding from this back point was the cure from any poison attack which is done by the local shamans or the local doctors. Bleeding from the back side, okay, the back side of your back kaksha marma. So this is very interesting. तो आपको जैसे जैसे आपको गैस इन एसिडिटी और ऐसे कुछ भी खा रहे हैं तो आपको अच्छा फील नहीं हो रहा है, एंड यू फील देयर इज नीड ऑफ डिटॉक्स, दैट कैन बी आल्सो अचीव थ्रू द कक्षा मर्मा. तो कक्षा मर्मा आपको लंग्स को पावर देता है, ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस एरिया बिलोंग्स टू द लंग्स, ओके, बट आल्सो हेल्प्स इन प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ योर हेड. Okay, so we'll learn the stimulation method in some time. Okay, just give me a minute. Now I'll show you the next point. तो ये पिक्चर आप देखोगे, इसमें आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझ में आएगा। तो ये आपका कॉलर बोन है। ओके, सो दिस इज योर कॉलर बोन, and under the collarbone you can see this triangle area. So the point lung 1, this is very important for us who are learning Marma Shastra. So according to the Marma, this point is called Kakshadhara, K-A-K-S-H-A, Kakshadhara. ठीक है, तो जो कक्षाधरा पॉइंट है, which is also called the lung point, it is a diagnostic point or the alarm point. It is called the alarm point for lungs. मतलब किसी को भी इस पॉइंट पे पेन है तो आपको लंग्स को ट्रीट कराना चाहिए immediately. Okay, the alarm point for lungs. But not just the it is not just help you to understand the diagnostic side, but if you press this point or stimulate this point, this could be also can be used as a healing point for all the disorders of the lungs.
Sir, so pain on its own or when you press it?
When you press it, then you can
Okay.
feel some pain. तो आप जो कॉलर बोन के एकदम नीचे नहीं जाना है, थोड़ा सा नीचे जाइए and then make a circular rotation, and if you feel any pain in this area, so there might be some congestion in the lung itself. Okay, so it shows it can be called as alarm point. So there are alarm points for all the channels. So this is the point which is we call the alarm point for lung channel, which is lung 1. This point is also, we say, Kakshadhara. Just a minute, guys. Now, this point, which is on our shoulder, let's come to a point on our shoulder. तो शोल्डर के ऊपर आप अपना 4 उंगली रखोगे. Everybody will keep 4 fingers like this on your shoulder, next to your neck. Okay. So this is finger number 1, finger number 2, 3, and 4. So when you place this between this second and the third, there is a point which is also called as GB or gallbladder 21. It is called in Marma Kathir Kama. Sorry, Kakatai. Sorry, Kaatai, Kakatai Marma. ठीक है, तो अगर इस पॉइंट पे अगर पेन है, ठीक है, when you can see there are pain in this point, you will see that this suggests that that person is mostly having a lot of responsibilities. Okay, so people having too many responsibilities or already feel responsible with many things, their shoulder pains a lot, especially this is like a diagnostic point. तो आप पहले प्रेस करोगे, फिर पूछोगे कि what is their family conditions, what are the things they do, and you can easily figure out that they will have too much responsibilities on their shoulders. So this is we call the responsibilities on the shoulder, है ना, एक इसकी तरह से हम बोलते हैं इसे. तो इस पॉइंट को आप अगर स्टिमुलेट करोगे, when you stimulate this point, it can cure the neck pain, obviously, upper back, pain, pain near the collarbone, and also you can see there are some kind of pain which is, one is no pain, one is yes pain. Okay, some people when they have pain in the neck, they cannot do this, and some people cannot do this. So this is no pain and this is the yes pain. Okay, if you cannot do this, that means you have a pain on the back side, the back meridian. Okay, but if you are not able to move the neck sideways, then you have the pain which is no pain. So in the no pain, where the sides of the neck are engaged, then you can use this pain, side of the necks. Okay, and the moment you stimulate it, when you feel like this part is getting relaxed, you feel really good. This is one of the best point to release the tension in this area. And mostly these days, everybody have some kind of tension because the way they are seeing the laptop or working in the laptop, or or how they're studying, this create tension in this area. So everybody generally feel good when you treat this point. Then let's come to the last point of our related to our hands. So this is our throat beat, and from the throat beat, if we come forefinger down, we have a point here, forefinger below, and this is called Kathira Kama. Kathir Kama. Now, Kathira Kama is the master point for your hands. तो आपको शोल्डर से लेके हाथों के उंगलियों तक, whatever the problem is, by pressing this point or stimulating this point, could be very feeling relaxed in any pain of the arms or your hands. Okay, great. So all the points of our hands are over. Now we can learn the stimulation method.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So when we do it on others, do we measure with our fingers or their fingers?
With their finger level only.
Okay.
Because if a child, how will you measure? If a very tall person, how will you measure? So it is not
Right.
your measurement, but their finger measurement. That's why that is why the technique which I showed you, he always, if the length of the say forearm is 16 finger, you have to find the middle and then do the treatment. Okay, and then obviously you will have some people, the fingers are very big. Some
Right.
people have, even they are tall, the fingers would be very small. This kind of things will be there. So you go with your own judgment, which looks good. Okay, your judgment is also very important at that point. Now, so this is.
So this Kakatai Marma,
Hmm.
is it 4 distance below the neck?
Between the third and the second and the third finger.
Okay.
Everybody please keep your mics off. Okay, so this is the central line of my lower forearm. Now if I measure forefinger, so not exactly forefinger, but this is the middle, which is the 8. So here this is press release with the interphalange joint, with this point. Okay, this area. Then come to the fourth finger level. Press release, press release, press release. And remember that in the beginning, you will definitely need more time. Okay, to feel any kind of, because you may not be doing it correctly. So that is why you have to work on do a little bit of thinking whether my stimulation is making any effect or not. Okay, so keep it very low, then go a little higher, then come to the middle level and see which makes you feel the best. Okay, generally when you do Marma stimulation, the slowest and the lowest pressure you give is more effective. But here I can see that the points in our hands and our legs need little extra pressure or little more overstimulation compared to the points of our head and face.
Because we don't feel any pulsation, or it is
Yes,
like
in this point, a
muscle.
little difficult to feel pulsations as well.
Yeah.
So this is the press release method. Let's do the other hand as well. Everybody, let's do this together. Press release, press release, press release. Now, Ani and Urvi. So under the fourth finger, we have the Ani. See, this is my bicep tendon. So this one, okay. So almost where it is starting. Then we have the this is the Ani, this is the Urvi. So
4 fingers above the elbow, right, sir? 4 fingers above the
above,
elbow
and
will be
not
Urvi.
4 finger, but
Yeah.
under the fourth finger. This is
Under.
after the fourth finger, Indrabasti.
Yeah.
And this is under the fourth finger.
Okay. Okay.
And this is under the eighth finger.
Okay.
The calculation is little different compared to Indrabasti. Okay. So this we have learned. Also, we can do tapping to stimulate them together. Make a cup and simply start tapping in this area. Okay, now let's go to the Marma, which is from the axilla level. If we come to the center of my upper arm, then this is the Marma point, which we call Chabu Marma. So here we also do press release method with our interphalange joint of the thumb. Okay. So this is my axilla in this level, center. Let's do the other side as well. Okay. So I think in Kalaripath, they also do tapping. Okay. Tapping is taught in the Kalaripath in the Marma points. So up, if you're not very sure if it is working, okay, so you start tapping in this points. Start tapping on this point for your self-stimulation. So this also, all these points gonna work very, very nicely. Now, the Kaksha Marma. So Kaksha Marma, we press the thumb from the front and place the middle finger at the back. So we do press release, press release, press release together. Together.
Do we get any sensation, sir? I mean, what is the output I'm getting out of this? Because see, the other points on the head and all, we could feel the pulsation and all. Here, we were actually not getting any kind of sensation.
So these points will take some time.
Yeah.
Okay. In the beginning, it will take some time. I can feel it definitely. Okay. But you also need a little bit oil. Okay. When we do the stimulation, oil is little important. There is the importance of the oil when you do the stimulation. And also in the hands, okay, it needs a little time to feel exactly the point first.
Yes,
And then regular practice will make you feel understand. In the class, if you're only depending on the class, not going to help you. So you have to
practice.
sometimes 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes in the morning, and try to stimulate all the points. And then as you keep practicing, you will find the right location, the right sensitivity, which can be very helpful in your practice, professional practice, as you go ahead.
Okay. All right.
So,
Then we have the
so one thing, when
yes.
we're doing this stimulations, the first thing, whether pulsations are not there, if you're doing at the right point, you get warmth.
Yeah, you do get
You
some
can feel
warmth.
extra warmth on your pieces, like it's raising.
Very nice. That's very nice. Okay, so let's do Kakshadhara. Kakshadhara is basically done like this. We have to keep our 3 fingers over this two Marma, keeping the hands crossed over the chest, and do circular rotation only. Is there anyone who feel any pain in this area? So we can do a little, see, keep the hands a little bit here, and see, just see all the areas nearby. Okay, so this is, say, my collarbone. So come almost to the last area and go a little bit down there. Okay, so this is my collarbone. So this is the last end. From here, if we come a little down, this is my Kakshadhara point, or the lung 1. Now we have the Marma point on my shoulder, GB21. So here we have to just keep the middle finger on the point, and keep the index finger, ring finger on the side, and very gently move it forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. Do in the opposite side. If you're using the left hand, go in the right side. Using the right hand, it go in the left side. Keep the eyes closed and observe what does it make you feel.
There is little pain, sir.
But does it make you feel good as well?
Yes.
Sir, one question. Suppose if someone having problem like shoulder pain or like weaker lungs, तो जब हम उससे connected मर्मा प्रेस करेंगे तो क्या उसमें ज्यादा पेन होगा?
हाँ जी, जो कनेक्टेड मर्मा पॉइंट्स है उनमें ज्यादा पेन होती है। तो उस चीज को आप एज ए डायग्नोस्टिक टूल, तो आपका ये डायग्नोसिस भी हो गया और आपका ट्रीटमेंट भी हो गया, ठीक है ना?
ठीक।
और इवन एक्यूपंक्चर में भी इसी तरह से हम जनरली चीजों को देखते हैं, और जो भी चैनल में हम we doubt that there is a problem in this particular meridian, so we do pulsation, we press around the channel, and if we find any pain, then we can definitely make sure we can tell that okay, the problem is with this particular meridian, and we have to treat the particular meridian only. Last one, which is Kathira Kama. So keep the back straight and then very gentle, 4 finger below your throat beat. Four finger below the throat beat. I am sure this is one point where you feel something is happening. See, if your clothes are very thick, okay, then it might be a little difficult. Okay, with a very normal cloth like this, it could be fine. But if you're wearing a very thick shirt or a sweater, it could be a little difficult. तो आपको feel करना थोड़ा difficult हो सकता है. आप इस पॉइंट को जेंटल रोटेशन करोगे, 3 clockwise rotation and 3 anti-clockwise. प्रेशर एकदम कम से शुरू कीजिए, लाइक स्टार्ट फ्रॉम लो, देन डू अ लिटिल मोर, देन गो लिटिल हायर. यू विल ऑब्वियसली नोटिस कि बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर से ये काम नहीं करता. ठीक है, समवेयर फ्रॉम द लो टू जेंटल टू द मिडल is only enough and it will make you feel good. Okay, so now we have 5 minutes more, and I definitely want to share a few things before we end the class.
One more thing, sir.
Yes.
तो क्या हम मर्मा पॉइंट्स के साथ ऑरिकुलर थेरेपी दे सकते हैं?
हाँ जी, आप कर सकते हो 100%. ठीक है. Generally, auricular therapy, which one do you use, the needles or do you use the seeds, or which one do you use?
Seeds, sir. Seeds.
Okay. Okay. So seeds भी देखिए, seeds भी जैसे बहुत दिन नहीं रहेंगे. It will stay for 7 days maximum. So if the patient is not coming back to you frequently every week, then there could be some difficulty. Okay, and obviously because the healers are so less in numbers, now I can see the people in Assam, people are calling me from hundreds of kilometers far away. Okay, because there is nobody who is doing like this on a this level. So now what happens is, so in this case where the patient cannot come frequently, you can tell some 1 or 2 point which will be very very powerful for them in a particular points. Okay, तो आप उनको सिखा दीजिए और ask them to do on their own. But generally आप जितना भी बोलो, they will not follow. But it is very difficult to make them do it. That is very one thing which is I have seen again and again.
उनको बस 1 वीक के लिए लग गया तो दैट्स इनफ. अब हम उनको बीच में वो प्रेस करने के भी बोलो तो वो भी नहीं करते
नहीं
हैं.
करेंगे.
Yes.
तो ये सारी चीजें हमें, मतलब नॉलेज तो मिल जाती है और नॉलेज फ्री भी है और सब कुछ मिल जाता है, बट इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कन्विंस पीपल टू स्टे हेल्थी. तो ये एक चॉइस है जो टू मेक फॉर पीपल. आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट इज सो डिफिकल्ट. if somebody knows that, he can probably tell me. But before we try to convince others, what do you think, where the root cause of any health problem is? Where is the root cause? Where is the root cause of any, the starting point of health degradation? What is the starting point?
Gut.
Gut.
Stomach or gut, yeah.
Gut area. Okay. Even
Mind,
before
sir.
gut, even before gut. What do you
Mind.
not at the physical level?
Mind.
Mental
Mind
level.
में जैसे क्या होता है? What happens on the mind? What does it exactly changing?
Doubt or weakness.
Stress, negative thinking.
Stress.
Yeah.
और थोड़ा बताइए, और थोड़ा सोचिए कि क्या हो रहा है, मतलब क्या चेंज हो रहा है. What is even if you're thinking that it is stress, what stress is making to you? What physical, mental level, mind पे क्या change कर रहा है वो?
Sir, uncertainty about future.
See this, somebody has written
Hormonal
sympathetic and parasympathetic disharmony. ठीक है, आप इस चीज को थोड़ा समझोगे ना, मतलब I think you will be clear about diseases completely. So we have a nervous system. We have 10-11 system in our body, and one is the nervous system. Okay, and people keep talking about this, but still I think not everyone is clear. So I want to make this clear again and again, so that everybody who is into healing, they understand this very clearly. There is no doubt in this at all. So we have a nervous system, and if at a certain level, the nervous system can be divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic system. Okay, sympathetic system is the system which makes us feel awake, which makes us feel alert. Okay, so now like say you are crossing the road.
We have lost you. It's stuck, is it?
Sorry,
Or is it me?
Yes. No.
No,
His video is.
It's
it
not
clear?
visible now.
Is it clear, guys? Hello. Hello.
He must be knowing it.
He's come back. He's come back.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. You were stuck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yes.
I was given an example that if you're, say, crossing the road and suddenly there is a car coming in towards you, what will happen? You will come into a high alert situation, okay? That something is going to happen to you. At that situation, you will either run or you will get fainted. The two things can happen.
Or the flight or fight.
Fight and flight system, sympathetic system. Okay. So this brings you to sympathetic system when you are alert. Now, think of a situation like a soldier. Okay, a soldier who is in a war zone, and he is constantly having like bullets coming towards him every single moment of his life. Okay, and he can die. So somehow he survived and come back to his home. That sympathetic state, now he is having that for almost 5-10 years, probably, like the people who are in the Iraq or for so many years. Okay, now he got probably stuck in that particular zone, the sympathetic zone. Okay, so when he come back, he still feel like that he is in a war zone, and he will get even scared of a dog barking, a children probably shouting. He will not have any control over his mind. So he is in a very high alert state, and anything and everything can trigger that particular state at any moment of time. So this is, we say, he is getting stuck in the sympathetic system, and this is the cause, okay, cause of all issues. From that state, the stress will come, and that stress will become eventually the trauma. Okay, and the trauma will show as a pain in some form. Okay, now think of a situation like you. Okay, now the alarm clock starts to ring in the morning. You have to get up. You have children, you have to run after them. You have to make them ready to go up to the school. Okay, then you have to go for office. Then you have to fight in the probably the Silk Board Junction, and then even while coming back, you have to fight with the auto driver, and then when you come back, probably you are shouting with your family members. You are no less than a soldier. Probably you are in that sympathetic state or that high alert state almost every single moment of your life. Okay, so being a normal person also, this could happen, that you are getting stuck in that particular zone. Now, what is parasympathetic? Parasympathetic is a state where our nervous system becomes rest, or we can say the rest or digest system. A state of your mind when the brain waves is on it at the alpha state. Okay, so we have 4 states of the mind: beta, alpha, theta, and gamma. So we are at the alpha state, where your brain waves are below, I think, 14 hertz or something. Okay, so at that stage, generally our body is such a calm state that the food which you are eating is digesting well. Okay, we are at a very calm state, so we can be able to sleep. The body is repairing and healing, so we don't need any other external situation or external help to heal our body is intelligent enough to heal itself. But probably even if you're sleeping, first of all, you do not sleep in time. Even if you sleep, you're dreaming or probably watching the reels, so you're not even sleeping. And how can that healing is possible? So you are never at this real parasympathetic state, actually or truly. Now, this imbalance where you are at sympathetic state for a very long time and not able to access the parasympathetic is a fundamental cause of all the health issues. Now, what we are doing in yoga, in yoga, if you hold a posture for a very long time, okay, think about a general any posture like Vajrasana or Sukhasana. In the initial period, you struggle, but eventually you become steady in that particular posture, and your heartbeat starts to slow down, your breath starts to slow down, and when you combine with pranayam, it will become even more silent. So your going into that parasympathetic state or where your brain waves are slower. Now, think of what happened after. So you, after the asana and pranayama, you move into the state of pratyahara where your senses are not externally diverted. Means if say somebody is even shouting in front of you, or there is too many noise, or there is a bad smell, or something is happening, nothing is bothering you. That is the state where your senses are inward, directly internally moving inward, not externally bothering about every single thing which is around you. तो ये स्टेट आप जब क्रॉस करोगे तो आप मेडिटेटिव स्टेट पे आओगे, और आपकी जो बॉडी है वो दैट विल एक्सेस द पैरासिम्पैथेटिक स्टेट इन अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम, इन अ वेरी हाई टाइम. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से आप अपने बॉडी को हील करते हो थ्रू योगा. Now, this same thing happens in the Marma when we do stimulation of this particular points, whether it is acupuncture or acupressure or Marma. You first thing you feel is the access to the parasympathetic state. So anything and everything, all the energy healing modalities are based on this fundamental that you have to be able to access the parasympathetic state. If you can make them feel like they are getting into a state of calmness or the alpha state, that means your healing is working. You can see I have put few needles in somebody's and they started to feeling sleepy. Okay, I bleed from this particular point, which is Karnapal, and they started feeling sleepy. So having that feeling is very, very good. तो आपको अगर नींद जैसा feeling आ रहा है, तो you know that you are getting into that parasympathetic state, right? So if you can be able to do this with yourself and with others, your healing job is done. So rather than, if you have say few issues now, rather than keep saying to you all the time that I'm not well, this is happening with me, why it is happening with me, and all this, why it is doesn't getting solved, what should I do to make you solve? Just think that you should breathe slow, okay, sleep well, access the parasympathetic state in some way, which is there are many ways to do it. Okay, the yoga is very fundamental one, then the Marma, then the Tantra, and then the Ayurveda, and there are so many things. There is meditation, there is Yoga Nidra, which is I also love so much doing Yoga Nidra. तो ये सारी चीजें आप जब करने लगोगे, the moment you access the parasympathetic state, the body will heal itself. The body doesn't need any external help, it just needs the environment to heal itself. The environment, think about, are you in the right environment or not? Am I clear on this, everyone? Please do share if you feel anything about it more. Any other context if you want to put it.
Can we change the sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic nervous system?
That is how we do it.
Yes,
through
we
Yoga
can
Nidra,
do.
through Yoga Nidra, through
if there is a situation like some smell that we don't like, तो हम उससे भागते हैं.
हाँ.
बट हम उस स्मेल में थोड़ी देर रह जाते हैं तो उसको अडॉप्ट कर लेते हैं, तो इसका मतलब कि हमने सिंपैथेटिक से पैरासिम्पैथेटिक स्टेट में आ गए.
No, that is a little different.
That's getting used to, that's all. That's not parasympathetic.
Yeah, that is a little different context. But आप पैरासिम्पैथेटिक स्टेट को या प्रत्याहार जिसे बोलते हैं ना, आसना प्राणायाम एंड प्रत्याहार क्या है कि आप जैसे एक स्टेट पे हो when your senses are not even after all the distractions around you, okay, and all the senses are aware of it, but still
that I understand.
A meditative state.
I understand. Exactly, I understand. But this is the point कि we can't change sympathetic situation into parasympathetic.
You can 100% do it, and that is through this kind of practices only. You can 100% do it.
जैसे अभी मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया स्मेल का, या कोई भी
जो
आपने जो एग्जांपल दिया गन्स का, द बुलेट्स का, तो वो जो पीपल देयर इन ईरान जो वहाँ पे भी चल रहा है वॉर, तो वो कुछ लोग हैं जो सेफ हैं बट स्टिल वो हियर सुन सकते हैं दैट बुलेट का साउंड और बॉम्ब्स का साउंड. तो पहले वो उससे सिंपैथेटिक में थे, बट अब वो अडेप्ट करते करते वहां रह रहे हैं, तो क्या ये पैरासिम्पैथेटिक हो गया?
No.
नहीं ना?
नहीं एकदम 100% नहीं. This is
Okay.
like more getting used to, but I can say,
Used to.
but
But not
ask them how much
parasympathetic.
fear they are living in. ठीक है.
Okay.
So I know somebody from Israel,
Fear
and
is there,
yeah,
means
I
sympathetic
keep them
is there.
asking, like the amount of fear they are going through is extraordinary. Now I can just imagine that even after years that. So have you heard about that? There is the town where earthquake happened in Gujarat. The people, they do not sleep inside the home. They always sleep outside the home.
Yeah,
Still
Bhuj,
till
Bhuj,
date,
Bhuj. Yeah,
right?
Bhuj.
So this example shows ki what can fear do to you. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So
So
today
one
we'll.
just final question.
Yes.
Once we access parasympathetic state,
Hmm.
is there a way to stay there forever?
So that is called moksha. If you can stay there forever, then you are done.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes. So that is the moksha, when you are not willingly you can come out, but
Yeah.
and
But you like to be in that state. You have accessed that state, and you want to be there in that state.
there. But even if you are doing all the physical activities, so there is a meditation method called Silva meditation. If you have heard about it, Silva meditation. Silva meditation teach how to access the alpha state, or the state of parasympathetic in a very easy way, and there are hundreds of examples of how to do it.
Yes, yes.
तो ये जो मेथड है आपको सिखाएगा कि इवन व्हेन यू आर डूइंग योर ऑल द फंक्शंस ऑफ योर रेगुलर लाइफ, like being in a beta state also, you can feel like you are at alpha. Okay.
Yes,
You are
yes.
doing all the activities, and see, it is already been told that आपको सिर्फ अपने ब्रेथ पे फोकस रखना है. When you are focusing on the breath all the time, all the moment, you are at already in a very calm state. तो और दूसरे साइड से आप, जिसे गीता में बोला गया कि आप रिजल्ट पे फोकस मत करो, बिकॉज रिजल्ट्स विल गिव यू दैट स्ट्रेस कि अरे रिजल्ट मिलना है. तो व्हेन यू फोकस ऑन द वर्ड, you probably have no worries, then you can get more better results when you are worryless about the result. ठीक है. इसको एक ही चीज को हजारों तरीके से बोला गया है, but we just कैन नॉट रिलेट. तो आप रिलेट करने लगोगे तो हर चीज में मीनिंग वो सेम निकल के आएगा हमेशा. ठीक है. Everybody now let's
basically कि you are in present state is the meditation.
हाँ जी, it's possible all the time. Okay. So hands on the chin mudra, and then Adhipati Marma stimulation. Take few long deep breathing. Now gently bring your hands to the prayer mudra. Thank you so much, everyone. Hari Om. Good night. Shubh Ratri.
Good night.
Thanks.
Good night.